People who live this characteristic are guaranteed to rise to success. Hey, welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. So there's a certain characteristic that people who live by it are guaranteed to rise to success in whatever they're doing, whether it's business, athletics, family life. This is a certain characteristic that will separate them from most of the population. I want to give you some backstory on this a little bit. As you know, if you've listened to my episodes before, I run some accountability groups, and so on a daily basis, we're talking about accountability. We're talking about achieving goals and doing the necessary things to do that. One of the things that I get a lot is the reason why things didn't happen, the excuses, the justification, whatever it is. If you're part of the entrepreneurial coaching group, if you go into the resource section, I've shared a story in there called Carry a Message to Garcia. And this is the whole thing I want to talk about right now. The message to Garcia, just to summarize it really quick, during the U.S.-Spanish War, there is a general that they needed to get a message to on the Spanish side, and he was in the mountains of Cuba. And they said, who can we get to deliver this message? And they had one person. They said, I know if you give it to this individual, it will get to him. And they gave the assignment to him. He didn't ask any questions. He just got it done. Now, that's a very simplified story of it. But what I want to use as an example, well, I'll tell you a specific example. Last week, one of the companies I work with, and I was working with the team on accountability, I gave an assignment that I needed a specific thing done the next day. And it was very doable. It wasn't a tough assignment to do. But the individual I asked this from has a habit of having a lot of excuses and not getting things done. And that's exactly what happened. And so the following day, I re-gave him the exact same assignment. And the next day, it got done, but not when it was supposed to. And so when that happened, there were a lot of justifications, a lot of reasons, excuses. And it made me think about, actually, I was on a call this week or last week, and Jacko Willink was talking. He's the author of Extreme Ownership, excellent book. He said a few things on that call, and I'm actually going to read his quotes, because this is what I said to the person. I actually read the quotes to him. I said, as soon as you blame other people, you're giving up control. This is an individual who wants to be in a leadership position. Then he said, the person who blames and makes excuses isn't going to succeed. When you're accountable and don't blame, then you can fix things. When you take ownership and don't point fingers, then people will step up. So I think this is really pulling a few things together. One, accountability. Are you going to do the things that you said you're going to do? If you want to be successful, this is one of the biggest keys to your success. Doing what you said you're going to do. When you have a goal, knowing what you need to do and actually doing those things. I've talked about it a lot. You know, there's urgent things that we have to do every day. But if we focus all on the urgent and never take care of the important things, we're never going to hit those goals. The other part is taking ownership. One of the things, I've had some great people work with me. I'll even call them out. I had an individual working in my company. We called him Red. He took ownership of absolutely everything he did. If there is anything that I ever asked of him, I never had to think about it again. Right now, with some of the people I'm working with, it's like I have to micromanage. If I ask something, do I feel that it's going to get done? No, I don't. And that means we've got the wrong person in that position. From a leadership standpoint, you've got to have people working with you that when you ask something to be accomplished, you don't have to think about it again. You can go on to your other things and you know that things are going to get done. Red did that for us in our company. He went above and beyond in absolutely everything he did. The other part is trust. Now, if I ask for something to be done and it's not done? Okay, if I ask again and it's not done, how much trust do I have? How much trust do I have in the ability and the follow-up? So I want you to think about these things, because if you can be like the person in the story of Carry the Message to Garcia, you can separate yourself from everybody else. Because even think of the times that you ask someone to do something. Rather than saying, okay, thanks for the assignment, and they go at it, usually they're asking for clarification. They're asking for specifics. They want you to hold their hand exactly how to do it. It's the people that when you give an assignment and you've given the good enough details, that just take that and run with it and get it done, and you don't have to babysit. Those are the people that stand out. Those are the people that are going to rise to the top. Those are the people that are going to succeed. So, some main points here. Accountability. Are you doing what you said you'll do? Ownership. Are you taking ownership of each one of those things and saying, you know what, I don't care what it's going to take, I'm going to get these things done? And trust. Are you building the trust? Are you doing the things you said you'd do so the people that you're working with have that trust in you? These are all key factors in really building your success, building success of teams, building success of companies, all of those things. But it's really important to really look at these things and the difference it can make in your own success and your team's success. Now, it is Monday. This is one of the things we talk about every Monday. Accountability. What do you have to do this week so that on Friday you can look back and say, 1, it's been a successful week, 2, you're closer to your bigger goals. Be accountable and talk about all this that we're looking at right now. What do you have to do, and are you going to do it? Be accountable to yourself. If you don't have an accountability group, an accountability partner, accountability coach, either get one or reach out to me. We'll get you set up. But you have to be accountable and do what you said you're going to do. You've got all the urgent things that are going to come at you every day. Are you going to focus on that one important thing every single day that's going to help you achieve those goals? All right. Again, if you're in the entrepreneur coaching group, go to the resource section, read Carry the Message to Garcia. It's a powerful message that we can all learn a lot from. If you're not in that group, go to coachheggie.com/entrepreneur and sign up. Thanks for being with me. I'll be back on Wednesday. Athletes put a lot of time, money, and effort into the physical aspect of their sport, but they often neglect the mental game. And the mental game, it's just as important as the physical. In fact, it's often the differentiating factor between good and great athletes. If you really want to reach your full potential, if you want to be a great athlete, you've got to pay attention to the mental game. Now, come and join us in the Confident Athlete program, where you're going to learn how to develop powerful mindset, extreme self-confidence, and really take your game to the next level. Come and check us out at confidentathleteprogram.com/membership. Who you surround yourself with really does matter. The people you associate with and spend time with have a huge impact on who you become and what you do in your life. Hi, my name is Jeff Heggie, and I want to tell you about my Inner Circle Mastermind group. This is a group that's designed to surround you with like-minded high achievers who will help you to think bigger and amplify the performance of your business and your life while tearing down all the barriers that are holding you back. A mastermind is the fastest way to get you to the next level. If you're ready to network and connect with other successful entrepreneurs and influencers, go to coachheggie.com/mastermind.